Oh, okay. I know.
Oh, we have gone there a couple times with her too.
Yep. Like more than a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Look at it.
She goes, Kelly, I'm going to be honest with you right now. I don't like that place. I'm going to be difficult and just say it. Can we go somewhere else?
Yeah, of course. I love it when people tell you.
That's why I like Katie. I love Katie.
Yeah.
She's so honest.
Have you heard of ProCare, or just have you been living under a rock? ProCare is the very first bariatric multivitamin to develop a 1-a-day vitamin. That's right, you heard it correctly. 1 a day. And they also have delicious dark chocolate calciums that are available during the winter months. That's right. So go to procarenow.com, get your calcium chews, get your multivitamin, and use OSLP for a discount. Are you feeling a little sluggish? Little lack of protein? Little lack of caffeine? Well, we got the fix for that. That's right. Dive Bar Nutrition has the best protein bars. They have caffeine, protein, and they taste delicious. So head on over to divebarnutrition.com and use code OSLP at checkout. Are you located in the Florida area? Well, we have the perfect office for you. Dr. Fridley and his wife, Macy, have created the perfect, welcoming, and safe place for your bariatric journey. That's right. So click on the link below to start your weight loss journey now. And don't forget to tell them that the OSLP's girls sent you.
Guess what, guys?
We're not doctors.
No, we are not.
If you're going to be making any major medical decisions, please consult your doctor.
That includes diets, exercise, medications, and surgery.
We love you guys.
And we want you to continue to be in our OSLP family forever.
So be careful and consult your doctors.
Okay.
Always does. Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Welcome back, OSLP family!
Welcome, welcome.
You are listening to our Sleeve Life podcast, and this is Kelly.
This is Mel.
Oh my God, I love our website.
I
right
do
now.
too. It's looking real good, Kel.
I
You did a great job.
Thank you. There's still some updates that need to be done, and they will get there.
Yeah.
But being a 2-woman show,
Right.
and we run everything, we have
We have 2 helpers.
we have 2 helpers now.
Yes.
Which we so appreciate. But the purpose of us talking about the website is for you to first off go to oursleevelifepodcast.com.
Yeah, go to it.
Go to the website. Now, next step is put your email in the little pop-up box that comes up, because then you get our newsletters. We send out 2 a week. One is like behind the scenes, things that we're talking about, that kind of stuff. The other one is about our episodes because, we're a podcast.
That's right.
Duh. And that just reminds you to go download it, listen to it. We give you a little highlight. Also in those episodes, we give you 2 journal prompts every week, because we want you to be able to journal about the things that we're talking about. So we're gauging that we're putting that all in the newsletter, nice and neat for you. Now the journal prompts.
Yes.
Why do they get the journal prompts?
Because we have a habit tracker now. And it's a downloadable file on our website, and literally you're just tracking all the pillars.
Yep.
So we talk about the pillars a lot, because what we've noticed as we get older into our journey, they're like more and more important.
Yes.
So if you don't know what the 5 pillars are, let's go over those real quick here. So we have water, protein, vitamins, sleep, and movement.
Yes.
You gotta move your bodies, guys. And so this is a good way of tracking your mood during all this. And the reason why we have a page just for journaling, that way you can get the journal prompts if you need some help. Because sometimes I'm like stuck, like where I'm like, I want to write something, and I know shit's going on in here, but like if I just had like a question, I could be like, brrr.
Well, and then the question usually leads into what you need to write about.
Yeah, it does.
It always does. So make sure that you pick up the habit tracker. First off. And second off, make sure you're signing up for those newsletters. Now, the next step is go to the merch, guys.
Merch.
We have rebranded. We have an all-new logo, which you will see this change very soon.
Yes, Kelly does want to get a new sign.
I am going to get a new sign, thanks to my ex-husband. Thank you.
It's the only man.
I'm going to use your money
Buy us a sign.
Buy us the sign. So we will have a new sign soon, but our new logo is OSLP period. That's it. We're just Our Sleeve Life Podcast.
Exactly.
And so we want you to go over and pick up all the merch because we have all sorts of stuff over there, including a sticker sheet that is the evolution of OSLP.
Oh, which is so cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm personally obsessed with it because it gives you all the logos that we've had throughout the years, and you can put them on your water bottles. You can put it on your laptop, on your phone, wherever you want to look at our little faces. You can put it. So now,
on the website, there is a little button, guys. It says
it's
become
at the top right.
a patron. And patrons are very, very important to us because, one, they help keep us running, keeps the lights on, keeps us going, and they support us in different ways. So, like, we have a support group. So this is the $10 tier or higher. It's called the Champions, and you get literally a support group with us on Facebook. Then we get a monthly meeting every month with us, and we go over things that are happening. And we even give discounts on things. So that habit tracker we're talking about, if you're 10 or higher, you're going to get a discount code, and you get 50% off.
Yeah.
Pretty rad.
It's pretty big. So you want to go over there and do that. You want to become a part of our support group because we have over 200 people in that group, and it ranges all ages, all races, all genders. Like, all of it is in there. And so you will always have somebody to ask questions to or just rant or whatever you need.
It's a safe place.
We're there. Very safe, very supportive. So make sure that you're going and doing that. Now, the final step is you want to go over to YouTube.
It's a free way.
Free way to support us. Type in Our Sleeve Life Podcast and then hit the subscribe button and that little bell so you're notified when future videos like this one, you would have seen Mel dropped her remote for
my phone.
Yeah, for her phone.
I got a little sad face.
Yeah, and she had to go down and get it.
Okay.
So that is the funny shit that you see on this podcast.
100%, because there's more. I show leggings. You've stood up before and showed off some things. So just come on and hang out with us on YouTube. You get an episode every Tuesday.
Yes.
And it's either with us or us and a guest.
Yes.
Pretty
Today is just us.
It's just us.
I'm so excited. Yes. And we're going to talk about something. So I realize that we don't really talk about liquid diets all that often.
No. Because we're so far out, I think it's like not even on our radar anymore.
Yeah.
But we have a ton of pre-oppers, ton of like newly post-ops.
Yeah, literally we had one in the support group that had surgery yesterday.
Yeah. I saw that.
So
cool.
Come on. We got to talk about it.
We got to talk about it. And, you know, when they put you on those, it's for a reason.
Yeah.
We need to make sure we're clear about this. When your doctor, hold on 1 second. We're just going to do this real quick because I love you guys. Okay. When your doctor actually subscribes, hey, we're going to put you on a liver shrinking diet. That's what it is prior to surgery. It's just for that. It's literally so that way they can get in there. They have more room to do all the things they need to do, and it makes things safer for you and the doctor. Okay? It's so important that you listen to them because they're doing it for literally like safety reasons.
Yes. Yes, they are. And the last thing is that you are not meant to be on this diet forever.
No, you're not.
You are not meant to be on protein shakes forever, all day long. That's not the purpose of the liquid diet.
Oh my God. Could you imagine? Like, you would literally just be blowing up the toilet all the time.
Oh, I remember being on my liquid diet and it was like a crime scene.
Yeah, because like
of poop.
It's like everything's getting cleaned out.
Everything gets cleaned out. Like, and I don't think people really talk about this.
They don't, but that happens.
But it's bad.
It is.
It's bad. Like,
seriously, sometimes you have to flush and then you have to like. I mean, you always should flush.
Please always flush. Don't be like Mel, who sometimes
apparently. No, I always flush. But I was saying more or less because we have like the bristle cleanup. Like, next to the toilet.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna need that. I'm just gonna say.
I don't know if they're going to need that, but you definitely need some wipes.
You're gonna need it. Get some dude wipes. Dude wipes, my fucking favorite.
Mel loves them. I've started using them. I do like them.
I love the mint because it.
No,
I
fresh. Nope. I don't want mint in my vajayjay.
Oh, it tingles very nicely.
Nope, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not going to do it. I like the regulars. It's very nice for cleaning up after sex. Just saying.
Oh, and periods?
I don't have a period.
I know, but I do, and it is like the best cleanup. You feel so much more clean walking around after you've had to change everything and wipe everything clean.
Okay, let's get back on track
it's
a little bit.
We should probably get back on track.
God.
But anyways, back to the liquid diet. What it does to you.
It is not meant to be forever.
No.
Please write that down in a journal. Everybody start saying it. It is called the LRD, liver shrinking diet, okay? So before you have surgery, you're going to go on a liquid diet. It ranges to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, all the way to a week, or maybe just a day.
Yeah, I only have 24 hours.
Yeah, but you will also be on it after surgery.
Which again is for safety reasons.
It's for safety. You cannot go from having bariatric surgery into a full steak meal.
Yeah, you can't. And we know people that have
physically cannot do it.
And it's so painful, guys.
Don't do it.
Yeah, like my brother went to Red Robin, like I think week 4, week 5.
Fucking crazy.
And tried to have a burger and he got stuck. And
that was when he had his lap band, right?
Yeah. Oh, it was when he got his lap band.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was in the bathroom, like trying to puke it up, and it was super painful. And we just don't want you to have to deal with that because it's not necessary. It is preventable. And what I always like to talk about too is like treat it like a baby tummy.
Yes.
It is so important because, guys, if you do that, then you literally go through the stages. Liquid, just like you would have milk when you're first having when you're a baby. Formula. Yeah. And then you go into soft foods and puree foods. Foods.
It's okay. I'm just letting you go today.
Foods, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, because you also said subscribe instead of prescribe.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
We're not subscribing to that.
We are not.
Prescribed it.
We are prescribed.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, there's a reason why you go through these stages. So that way your tummy can heal.
Yeah.
Like it needs time.
Yeah, it needs time to heal. You've got to get used to how much your body can hold now, your stomach, because it's not going to hold the same amount as pre-surgery, obviously, okay?
And I love that if people are on YouTube just saw that I did drink some of my Fairlife protein shake. And I do that because I need extra protein throughout the day.
Yes.
That's where we're supplementing now. It's not, we're not having these 3 to 4 times a day.
And you're not only having that.
Nope.
You usually have it and then you have a breakfast a little bit later.
Right.
So it's to supplement the protein.
Because protein is key.
Protein is key. So I just want to make sure everybody is clear. You will not be on this forever. If somebody suggests you do a
pouch reset, which we get very mad
please
about.
Punch them in the face and run. Like, seriously.
Yeah, you don't want to get charges pressed. But
we're not doing that anymore, okay? Like
we even did it in the very beginning.
I think they lasted like 2 days.
3. We got to 3.
3? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't long. But we thought that would be a good place to start. Mm-hmm. No, it's not. It actually does more damage than you think it does. Okay?
And it's more mentally too.
Yeah.
Because then you start getting into the diet culture again and the yo-yo dieting again, and you're not using your tool the way that it's meant for.
Exactly. Yeah. 100%. I would agree with you. I think that there are ways that you can be safe doing this. And if you push it, it's not safe.
Yeah.
It's not safe at all.
You're dealing with your own nutrition and your life. So it's hormones. Like when you're fucking around and not getting it what it needs, you start like dysfunctioning, basically.
Yes. Yes. I want everybody to think back. Think back to the worst diet you ever did, okay?
Okay. What was yours?
Restricting. Oh, that was the one that Claire made me food.
Oh.
Yeah, it was nasty. It was nasty,
I did that army diet thing with the eggs.
Yeah, it's like you have like a hard-boiled egg and a cup of tea or something like that. Like it's for super restrictive, okay? Think back, okay? How much weight did you lose on that?
A pound.
Okay. Well, most people, they'll lose like 10, 15,
I only
maybe
did it
20.
I only did it for like 5 days because I was like, this is fun.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid.
I can feel it.
You can feel that you need, like, okay, I'm going to use my other sister as an example.
Okay.
Fiona.
Okay.
Was doing this like army diet thing, right? She was on like 400 or 500 calories a day.
Yeah.
Okay. even I was in diet culture and I knew that was wrong.
It's too low.
It's way too low. Like, so she did this diet, lost like 15, 20 pounds. Okay. Which many of you out there, if you're thinking about your diet, you probably have done the same, right? Then you fall off of it because you will eventually fall off. It is not sustainable for the rest of your life.
We want to preface this as it's a diet, and then we're trying to explain to you food hygiene. Yeah. Because we're switching the script, because when we hear, oh, your diet needs to change, we think diet culture. And unfortunately, the media fucked that up. So we're changing it to food hygiene. So there's a difference. What Kelly's talking about is diet culture. Keep going.
Yes, and food hygiene. So eventually you will fall off of it and you will crave everything. You will crave sugar. You will crave all of those carbs. You will crave everything, okay?
Everything you deprived yourself of.
Exactly. You're going to crave and want back in your system. So think back to when you went off of it and you started eating regular food at probably not the correct amount, but okay, we were doing this, okay? Then think 6 months later.
And we're still talking about Fiona, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gained the weight plus more
She did.
back.
Yeah.
Like, your system is not supposed to be run like that.
No, and I believe it was Dr. Eric, right? So there's a reason why, like, you'll lose the weight, you gain exactly what it was and more. Yeah. Because I believe it's like an insulin situation.
I believe like so. We might have to go back and listen to that again. Yeah. But yeah, you're not meant to do that.
No.
Our bodies are not meant to be on a diet culture diet for long term. No. Like, that's why they make their money.
I mean, we just found out that they're a $3 billion industry.
$3 billion.
That's a lot of fucking money.
$3 billion.
And that's yearly. That's not just like over time.
No.
That's a yearly fucking revenue that they're getting from us that want to just keep diving in and thinking it's going to work and fix.
Correct.
No. We need food hygiene.
We need food hygiene. So when you are on a liver shrinking diet or a newly post-op diet, okay, that is in place to prepare you for the future.
Yeah, it's literally getting you in line so you can actually start having food hygiene in month 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you cannot fill your body with junk after surgery. No. You cannot. I mean, you could.
I know, and you'll feel it.
You could. You'll crash. But it's a horrible decision. Yeah. Horrible decision.
Because we've seen people do the whole, like, they're not drinking their water. They're not getting their protein. They're drinking sodas again. They're letting anything back in, and they tell you they feel like shit.
Yeah.
They have no energy. They don't know, and then they tell you they don't know why. And it's like, but you're not following protocol. You're not trusting the process. And that's the problem. Yep. Because why put yourself through all of this just to not follow the plan. Follow through, not follow your doctor's orders, not listening to those around you. You need food hygiene to get nutrition and hit all the markers that your body needs. I know people don't like to hear this, but we are a sack of chemicals. Oh my God. We really are. And we need to have, it's like a chemistry set. You have to make sure we hit certain levels with certain hormones, with certain chemicals in our body. To
vitamins, supplements. Yeah, you have to hit all of those.
That's why they're there. Yeah. And that's why we feel good when we hit those. And that's why we feel like shit when we don't.
Yes, exactly. So make sure that you know all of this because at the root of it, you wanted to do surgery because you wanted to change what you were doing. Yeah. Because what you were doing wasn't working. No. So let's not bring that into your new life. And let's realize that this is something different. Yeah. And we need to give our bodies what it needs. Okay?
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. So now.
Long rant. But now we're here.
Now, what do we need, Kel?
What do we need for a liquid diet? Like, it's such a loaded question because there's all of these things out in the world that's telling you, oh, you need this, you need this, you need this. Now, we have seen it all at this point. And so we have come up with a list of things that we think would be really good for you.
Yeah.
To incorporate into your liquid diet. So, first off, is one more tip. Please don't buy what you like in every flavor and stock it up.
Oh, this is pre-op because your
Yes.
your taste buds will change.
They will change. You
They
will hate
have
what you're
ha-
drinking.
It has happened to Kelly.
It happened to you.
Yeah. Well, not with the protein shake though.
Oh no, you're a creature of habit.
Yeah.
I forget.
So like for you, because you liked vanilla.
I hated vanilla.
Okay.
I hated it. So I had all these chocolate shakes in my cupboard.
Yeah.
And I couldn't stand the taste of chocolate after.
Yep.
It
So it's
tasted like I was swallowing nails.
Ew.
Like the
Like the metally
metally taste. Yeah.
Ooh.
So my ex-husband had to run to GNC and get vanilla because I was like, nothing chocolate is tasting good.
And then vanilla did.
And vanilla did, and that's what I drank for a couple weeks after. And
Yeah.
then once I swapped into like actual food,
Right. Yeah.
then I was able to tolerate the chocolate. But yeah,
But see, like she had no clue, and we don't want you wasting your
yeah,
money.
don't waste
So
it.
just do a couple things prior to get yourself ready. There
Get
is those
sample packs.
Yeah. And ProCare, guys, has sample packs.
Yeah.
now
And
that you
their
can get.
shit is good.
It's so good. We
It's really
love.
good.
I mean, I love the. I'm a chocolate girl.
I am too.
More
Yeah.
than a vanilla girl, and we've made hot chocolate with this.
Mhm.
I've just made regular shakes with this. I
Yep.
think you've made proffies with it.
I make proffies all the time
So,
with it. So
It's
yeah.
very versatile and easy to use.
Yeah. And you can add syrups to it if you want to change up the flavor.
Yep.
So know that most proteins you can get in samples.
Yep.
So, or if you go to GNC or what's the other one?
The Vitamin Shop.
Vitamin Shop. If you buy a tub and then you bring it home and you don't like it, they will let you return it.
I know, that is so nice. That
You
was
can
not
swap
around.
it out.
It was not around 8 years
No,
ago when I
was,
started.
It was around when I did it and then I forgot.
Oh.
But yeah, you can
Lifesaver.
swap it out. So get the small tubs, try it out. If you don't like it, bring it back, get something else.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
What's your number one thing for liquid diet?
For
Needs.
liquid diet needs is I want people to understand there is what's called a unflavored
Yes.
protein
Yes.
powders. Okay?
Yes.
And
Okay.
so what this means is that you can put it in your soups, like when you're just doing the broth stage.
Yes.
So you just have to mix it up really good prior to like pouring it in
Yeah, and temper it.
and temper it. I had to
Mhm.
learn this. I didn't even know what tempering fucking was.
Yes. So you slowly, tempering is slowly bringing something up to temperature.
Yes.
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 So start cold,
Mm-hmm.
slowly heat it up, okay?
Exactly.
It will not curdle that way. If you dump a bunch of unflavored into soup, hot soup, it's going to curdle.
Which I have done.
Yes, I have done it too.
And I
I didn't understand.
I literally was like, I'm just gonna swallow these chunks.
Oh, no,
Because-
I can't do protein chunks.
I
no.
didn't. I did not munch on it. I was just like, yep,
Straight
that's
swallow.
going straight down. There we
Straight
go.
down the hatch.
Yep, because I
Oh.
felt bad because Eric at the time didn't know either, and he was like mixing it like crazy, and he's like, I don't know what to do, and I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just do this until we learn how to actually do it right.
Yeah.
So you can also put that in puddings.
Yes, you can,
So-
and you can make protein puddings.
You can make protein puddings out of
and
it.
that is allowed during a liquid diet stage.
Yeah, that was one of my
Most.
favorites.
Check with your doctors. Always go with what your doctors say. But
You can, if they say yes.
I had pudding.
I had pudding.
Yeah,
and
I had lots of
It
pudding.
was nice to like feel some sort of texture.
Yes,
Because-
something different than just the straight liquid.
The random thing that's going to happen to you is you're going to miss chewing.
Uh-huh.
And it is
Yeah.
like the oddest sensation because you're like,
Yeah.
why do I want to chew something so fucking bad right now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's because you've had liquid for the past like 3 weeks.
Yep.
Depending on your
I mean, I was
procedure
at a
and
full
journey.
month by the time I
I know.
moved out of it. So,
It's crazy.
but didn't you do a full month after? Yeah.
Yeah.
Full months, It's no joke, guys. It's no joke. And you can make it through that. You can make it through anything.
Exactly. Because sometimes we forget, like, that first month's pretty hard.
It is very hard.
And it's just because there's things that are so new, things are changing, things are moving, and you're trying to figure out how to get this protein in and, like, work it around, like, all the liquid stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just really, like, watch your people that you follow on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. They have great ideas.
Yeah.
They will get you through it. We'll get you through it. Message us. Because it is tough. And it could be mentally tough. It could be physically tough, depending on what's going on with you.
Yeah.
So just know that there are ways to get your protein in. Do you have another one for them?
I do. So something that we have really enjoyed in the past, like now we're kind of past this stage, but it's called Hydrate Spark.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it is a water bottle that lights up, and you can set it up with an app on your phone and tell it how many times to go off in a day.
Yep.
And then it sends you little notifications. Like, they're very cute.
They are very
They're
cute.
very cute. I never shut them off because I always enjoyed breeding them.
Yep.
But it will light up, and then you can name it. Like, I named mine. Mine was Karen.
Yep. Mine was Doug.
Yep. And we loved it. It was great. It got us back into the routine of drinking water regularly.
Yeah.
Now, not so much of a problem because we have these guys and we just are always drinking. But I would highly recommend getting something like that. Now, I know there are cheaper options on Amazon. So, and I haven't looked in a while, but search for that. I think that would be very helpful because it keeps you in the mindset.
And timers. I'm just going to,
Timers.
I know that we're not talking like straight up about liquid, but timers were my friend.
No, I think that's a great
on
tip.
my iPhone, I would just have them go. Like, once I started drinking, I was like, okay, here we go. Timers. Because I needed to remember, like, how long do it, because I had to do it between for water and protein because I was having a really hard time actually getting both.
Yeah.
Because you got to figure out your stomach and what works for you, and it just took me a longer time to get it all situated. It took like 6 months, but it's fine. I'm here.
Yes, you're here. You'll get through it.
Exactly.
You'll get through it.
Once you're past that liquid stage, you're going to be in more of a pureed, a soft foods, and this is where you can definitely put it in pudding. You can definitely put your non-flavors in actual like yogurt, and you can put it in I've heard people put it in cottage cheese because just mix it in.
Yep.
That you don't have to worry about it.
Well, with cottage cheese, it's nice because it's already clumpy.
It is. So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter.
Nope.
Plus, it's cold, so it's not gonna curdle. So that's a good thing.
And cottage cheese, guys, we've learned
it's so good for you.
So much protein.
Yeah, you can blend it up.
No idea.
You can make ranch. You can make like Alfredo sauces. Like we made the pizza rolls, and that sauce was amazing. I mean, I know I put too much of the Italian seasoning in it, but other than that,
it was just too Italian-y.
Yeah, she didn't want the Italian side of it.
Yeah.
That's fine. She's Italian. Doesn't make any goddamn sense, but that's okay.
You put extra.
Everybody else liked it.
Nuh-uh. Katie wasn't here.
No, she said it was fine once it was hot.
Oh, once it was hot. Yeah, I don't like a period.
Zach really liked them. My mom and Katie really liked them. They said that it was totally fine.
Good for them.
Yeah.
I did not.
She did not. She was wanting hot sauce. She wanted a spice.
I needed some pick-me-up. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Some extra.
But that was made with blended cottage cheese, guys. Like,
it's so good.
Come on.
It's so good.
We're late to the game, but cottage cheese is
now you guys
crazy
know.
Cool.
Yeah, because we had no idea.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the point, is like things are going to be changing as you go. And there is going to be new things that you can use for yourself to get you through these, because protein is just number one.
Yeah, it is.
And that's for the rest of your life. And to understand that, like, that's actually not new. It's just we didn't know.
Yeah.
We didn't know before.
We were not aware.
When we're in our high weights, we had no idea that, actually, we need to do protein first, protein most.
Yep.
To every meal. If we did that, then we wouldn't have been in the case of some of us as we were going into surgery.
I feel like I did know that.
I had no idea.
Because I ate that's all I ate was protein. Like, I didn't really eat anything else. Like, cheese. I ate cheese, meat.
Oh, no, you're talking through your journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking prior to surgery.
Oh, yeah. No, I had no idea.
We had no idea how good protein was.
Pasta at every meal.
Right.
Sometimes it didn't even have protein in it. And that's bad for you. Like, I had no idea. Like,
yeah, you just sauce and some noodles.
Yeah.
Call it good.
Yeah, I was like, I ate.
Yeah, totally fine.
Yeah,
No-
you ate, but you didn't get nutrition.
Exactly. And now we just have to look at our bodies differently. It's
Mhm.
more for nutrition factors and
Yep.
for you to feel good.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
To be
And
healthy.
yeah, and you're not going to feel great that first couple of weeks when you're on your liquid diet.
No.
Sorry, guys, but you're just not.
And just remember, it's surgery.
Yeah.
You never has anybody gotten something done through surgery and then you've been totally fine the next day.
No.
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 And so I think
It's
that's
a
why
process.
I didn't know I was having some issues, because I was like, this is just what happens after surgery. You're just supposed to be in pain. You're just
Yeah.
supposed to not feel the best. And
Yeah.
I should have called my doctor.
Yeah.
So when you feel these things, go call your doctor.
Call your doctor.
Because I literally felt like my insides were bruised and I could move it around and feel it. And it was the fucking weirdest feeling.
Yeah.
I
And
did
you
not
should
like
have
it.
called and gotten an explanation on it.
I should have.
Yes. Or if you're throwing up a lot, having massive diarrhea beyond what you have in the beginning.
Right.
Like, there are things that you should definitely be calling, because there are side effects that can
Yeah.
happen. What's the complications? That's the
Complications.
word. Complications that can happen. It is rare, but you could have stricture. You could have a, like the staples could come undone.
Oh, yeah.
You
Like
could have a leak.
Yeah.
Like, so there are things that could happen, and you need to be hyper aware. I don't know what's going on with my throat.
That's okay.
You need to be hyper aware that these things can happen. So in your liquid diet stage, if you are having any of these problems, you need to call your doctor. That's what they're there for.
Exactly.
They
You
want to
pay
hear
them.
from you.
Remember this.
They work for you.
They work for you.
They work for you,
the other
not
way
the other
around.
way around.
Yep.
Yeah. So the other thing that helped me so much in my liquid diet, and I know it's still a thing, are these popsicles
Oh, yeah.
that you can get. Now, I don't remember the name of them. Let me look them up. Because they're sugar-free popsicles.
Yes.
But they're like, now, I don't like cold. Like, I don't like popsicles. I don't like ice cream that's not microwaved. Like, that's just a fact about me. I ate these popsicles. I probably ate my weight in these popsicles.
Yeah.
Like, outshine. That's the word.
Outshine.
So they're outshine
Yes.
sugar-free popsicles. And they're like,
They're very good.
they're really good, and they're like almost like slushies on a stick.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how they do it,
Mhm.
but they're so good. Like, pick up some and try it, because a lot of liquid diets, you can have as many popsicles as you want as long as they're sugar-free.
Yeah.
I never got into the whole chocolate ones or anything.
Mhm.
Like, I just wanted the fruit ones.
And I didn't even do that during mine. I had no idea.
Yeah, you were
Mine was
Clueless.
very more like, it was very rigid.
very
I would
more-
say it was more like an army style. It was like, this is what you do, and you don't stray from the
Yeah,
book.
you were hardcore.
Yeah, I was like, this is what my list says. This is what we're gonna do. And I got my Fairlife, which has a lot of protein
It
in it
does.
already. It
Yeah.
has less sugar, no lactose. And then of course getting that non-flavored stuff and things. I was just
Stuff and
happy to be outside of that liquid diet.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. But I think there are things that can make it easier. Like,
of course.
when I wanted to chew, I had a popsicle. If other people were eating and it was causing me to be like angry because I wanted to eat,
Yeah.
have a popsicle. Like, it was like my go-to when I was having anything happen.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, popsicle, because it would distract me for a short amount of time.
Of course.
And
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
What was that liquid? It was like a clear liquid, like water, but it has protein in it. Like, is it Isopure?
Yes.
Isopure. And I know
Yeah,
there's
they're
some
not
more,
the greatest.
no, but there's some new brands that are coming out with that.
Yes.
And they're good.
yes.
I can't think of them right now because we actually tried some on live, I believe.
We've done a lot of
Yeah, it was
lives.
Protein H2O or Protein 2O or something like
yeah,
that.
Protein 2O.
Yeah,
yeah,
Protein
and they
2O.
were good.
And that was actually
They were
pretty
good, and they have protein in them,
Mhm.
so you're getting a little bit of difference. Like, it's still that sweet.
And that's the one thing no one talks about a lot is that in the beginning everything's really sweet.
Everything's sweet.
It's kind of annoying. So you're like, I want savory.
Yeah, like, you don't really get a whole lot of savory
Mm-hmm.
options
Yeah.
for but I do have a savory option for
Do
you.
you?
Yes. And I use this a lot.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
Yeah. So there's these tubs of gloriousness that you can get in the grocery store. Now, if you're near a Costco,
Okay.
Buy it at Costco instead because you get like 3 times the amount for the same cost.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So go to Costco. That's going to be good for you.
What is it called?
It is called Better Than Bouillon.
There we go.
Better Than Bouillon, and it is basically like a bouillon paste.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So what I would do is I would heat up the kettle. Like I didn't have an electric kettle at that point, so I just did it on the stove.
Mm-hmm.
Heat it up. Hot water. Okay.
Hot.
And then I would do a tablespoon, and I would mix it in really, really good into the hot water, and then I would just drink it.
Oh, there you go.
Best broth ever. Now, I tried the bone broth. Disgusting.
I actually liked it.
I did not.
Yeah. So you can do bone broth. You can do this kind of bouillon. And
I mean,
again,
but you
can throw protein in those too.
Yeah, as long as you temper it.
Temper it up.
Remember to temper it. But, yeah, I didn't realize that there were actual, like,
difference.
Savory options.
Oh, gotcha.
And so when I discovered the Better Than Bouillon, I was all for it.
Yeah.
Because I think the only time that I had broth was I went to the beach with some old friends of mine.
Oh, yes.
And I was in the middle of my liquid diet. So literally I had to pack my shakes, pack everything to go, stay. And I remember this one time I was sitting at the table, we were all playing a game, and one of the guys got up and got an ice cream. And I looked at him and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to go downstairs and read.
Yeah.
Because I could not be around him eating it.
No.
Like, it was so difficult to just even watch him grab an ice cream because I was like, I wanted that ice cream very badly.
And you knew it was there.
And I knew it was there. And so I went downstairs, I read, I just kind of was by myself, and then eventually I went back upstairs.
There you go.
But we went out to dinner, and literally there was nothing I could order at dinner.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I was just like, what the hell? And so I just asked the waitress, I was like, is there anything you can do where you can get me a broth?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And she goes, oh yeah, we'll just have them strain out the soup.
Okay.
And so it was like this spicy tomato broth. It was the only thing that they had. I don't like tomatoes, guys.
And she doesn't like spice?
I don't tolerate spice. I ate it to a point. I think I actually thinned it out with some hot water also.
Okay, yeah.
But it wasn't bad. It was what it was.
But you did it.
I did it, and I didn't eat anything on the table, and that's very difficult to do.
Yeah.
And then the other time was it was the night before my surgery.
Okay.
And you can only have clear liquids,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
So but broth is one of those because it's technically you can see through it, right? So that's a good rule of thumb.
Yes.
It's a clear liquid if you can see through it, okay? So Gatorade, which I hate, water, protein shakes were not allowed, but I did the IsoPure drinks, and they were so gross. But I did it, and then I ordered room service and got broth.
Oh, there you go.
And I drank that because my ex-husband he was working out of town, and so I went with him so that he could drive me to my surgery the next day. And so we woke up early and did all that. But I didn't realize that you could make savory foods for a liquid diet. Yeah. So that's where Better Than Bouillon comes in. I really enjoyed, I still use them. Mm-hmm. Like with my cooking, if I'm making a sauce or if I'm making chicken or anything, I still put it in there.
Yeah, same.
Because it's easier than buying like the cans of broth or the like pouches. Like you just heat some water, stir it up, and then pour it in.
Yeah, it's like the most easiest
so
thing.
Simple, and it's cheap.
Yeah.
Like if you break it down by how money you get out of it, super cheap.
Totally fine.
Super cheap.
Super cheap?
I said it. I don't understand it.
Pulling a mill.
I don't get it.
Pulling a mill,
but it happened.
Now.
Yeah.
So funny.
Okay. So, do you have any other liquid diet essentials? I have one that you've talked about since the beginning.
What is it? I don't know.
The little cups.
Oh, yeah, my little Dixie cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. We literally got like 2 stacks of them.
Yeah.
And so, because in the beginning you have to it was 15 minutes on, 15 minutes off. So yeah, Eric would literally fill them up and we would do protein and then he would fill up other ones with water. So then I was just doing a shot of water, shot of protein.
I mean, make it easy on yourself.
Yep.
Literally, like, have your timer set, take a shot of protein.
Yep.
Set your timer.
Well, yeah, and like you can just put it on a tray and put it in the fridge to keep everything cold. Yeah. And then you just go get it, There you go.
Yep.
Done. Shot away.
Yep. Well, and
Shot away of protein, guys.
Honestly, like, you have so many instructions going through your head at a liquid diet stage that making things simple for yourself is going to be key.
It is key. I took those damn things to work after 2 weeks. I took Dixie cups still with me. And I would, like, fill them up and do the same things.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I was home until about 3 months, I think.
Yeah,
when I went back to work.
Yeah. Most of us don't get...
No.
Some people
I
get,
did
like,
not
5
have a job.
days.
Okay.
Some of us get 10 days.
I am prefacing saying I was bedridden before I had surgery, so I did not have a job.
There you go.
Okay. So I went back to work feeling good at 3 months post.
Exactly.
So I had extra time to be like, okay, I'm going to drink this. Okay, I'm good. And like the cool thing for what I did was I did the little shakers, the blender bottle.
Oh, I know one too.
Okay. Ooh, I think I might know what you're talking about. The blender bottles, but it has like, you can see through it and it has the little like ounces on the sides.
Yep.
So I knew like, okay, I had 2 ounces. Okay. I didn't quite get 2 ounces, so I'm going to drink a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then I could gauge it a lot better for tracking purposes. Yeah.
Yeah. I also was drinking V8s.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about
that. So you can actually get V8s that are pure veggies, and then you can get ones that have veggies and a little bit of fruit in it, so it kind of like has a better taste.
Yeah, I would just go straight for the veggies.
We just went straight for the veggies, and then again, it's cold, so we would put a little bit of the protein powder in, and then just slowly drink it. That was one of my favorites because it was easy, and I felt like I felt different when I would get V8, and I think it's probably because of the veggies part of it. Because when you think about it, when you're drinking,
the vitamins.
It's all the vitamins, yeah. Because with the protein, you're just getting protein. But when you did it with that, I was like, I feel a little bit more energy. Not a ton, but I could feel it.
Yeah. So speaking of vitamins, though.
They're essential.
Okay, vitamins.
For the rest of your life, which we should be done prior to surgery.
Okay, so here is my rant, guys.
Get it, girl.
When you decide to have surgery, you signed on the dotted line, you went in and had it done, you are signing a contract that you will take bariatric formulated vitamins for the rest of your life. Including extra calcium. Including all of the things that you need to make your system run. Okay? Now, Flintstone vitamins. I don't give a shit what you say or what Kaiser Permanente says. Do not take those.
No.
Okay?
No.
Okay. Because it is not what you need. You need a bariatric formulated. Okay?
Do you guys want to know why?
Let's tell them why.
Yeah. The reason why is because if you get bypass or if you get the sleeve, you can't absorb the same amount of vitamins that you normally could prior. Because
your stomach is smaller.
Yep.
Your intestines are smaller if you have RNY. Like it's called bypass, people.
Okay, so their intestines don't get smaller.
Well, it just it gets rearranged.
It gets moved around.
Rearranged.
Yeah, and it does affect.
I get heated about this.
She does, because it is very critical. Because literally, like, you can be taking these fucking Flintstone vitamins and barely get anything out of them. So one, you're just taking it's just money out of your pocket.
Yeah.
For one. And
why?
And two, you're not helping your body. You're literally still feeling the same way taking the freaking Flintstones. If you go and get like the ProCare multivitamin,
correct.
They even have now like an easy tablet, literally just slides down.
Easy swallow.
It's
in orange and it's delicious.
They did that for a reason, because they know that they are bariatrics. So they have been told several times, hey, the capsule kind of gets a little stuck. Hey, like it's just a little bit harder. Do you have anything else? And they listen.
They do.
And they were like, hey, let's do this. And it fucking works.
It's so good.
And even then, when you look at the label, we had this happen a couple days ago. I was reading a comment. And they're like, well, their vitamin D is so high. It's like 20,000% or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's because we can't absorb the exact amount that we used to, and so they have to have things a little bit higher for our bodies to actually absorb what we need them to absorb.
Yes.
So just know when you're reading the bottle, the reason why there is higher amounts is because we have to have it.
Yes. And okay, guys, going to Costco or going to other grocery stores and or even Rite Aid, Walgreens, CVS, whatever, wherever you go to get your vitamins, okay? Going and buying 15 different bottles of vitamins every month is expensive, okay?
Very.
It may not, like, I want you to add up a whole year of paying for that, okay? Go to ProCare. It is, everything is in one bottle, guys. One little bottle.
You subscribe and you get it every 90 days.
So you don't forget.
And you don't have to leave your house.
Plus, it's one tablet, guys.
One.
It's one tablet.
And I get it. My mom did that for years. She would buy all the little guys and she would take a bunch of those. And I got used to that habit too. Like if you look in my actual cupboard, I mean, I don't have a shit ton like I used to.
Yeah, it's way less.
But it's at least it's just like vitamin D, B12s, the things that I like, basically. And but now it's not like you're getting zinc, you're getting fish oil, you're getting all these other things anymore. Yeah. Just it's in the one. It's in one bottle. You're gonna
guys.
save money on the back end and time on the front end. Like who wants to like divide those all through your...
It takes a chunk of time to do
It does, because we do that. Like, we have our little dividers, and we put in all the things
I have a month
that we
one.
do. There you go. So, think about how much time you're going to save by just doing one pill versus, like, 5 or 6.
Yeah, and the money, I mean, way cheaper.
Way cheaper.
Way cheaper, guys. So, when you first get out of surgery... So, I would actually recommend that before you have surgery, you just automatically take them. Just get into the habit of it.
Yeah. And I did the chewable after.
Yeah. And the chewable's great.
Yeah.
And they have the chews. They have multivitamin chews now. So you don't have to take the chewables if you don't like the flavor. The chewable or the chew multivitamins, they're delicious.
They are. I really wish they had those
good.
8 years ago because I was just living off of the first year of just chewables. Because every time I would take my vitamins, I was full. And I was full for a while. It's not like just a little bit. So I was like, fuck it. And I will grin and bear it. I will grin and bear anything. So yes, sometimes this chewable tasted like ass. And I just did it anyway.
Yeah.
It didn't taste like ass. It just tasted like dirt sometimes. It's because it actually is
and it
minerals.
Was other products.
And it was other products than ProCare. And then once I got to ProCare, I love the berry one.
Oh, yeah. You were all about that.
I was all about that.
Yeah.
And it's because I would just throw it in my cheek, suck on it, and then I would just chew it up and be done. And I could feel that difference when you have your vitamins versus not having your vitamins. And I think it's funny because even like family and friends around us, they're like, I feel so good because they've been taking their antidepressant or their anti-anxiety for like the month.
Yeah.
And they're like, I think I'm going to go off of it.
What?
No, that means it's working.
It doesn't make any sense.
Stop. Same thing with vitamins. I hear you people do
system.
this. It's like you feel good because you're doing all the right things. How about you just keep doing that?
Yeah. Yeah. And the good thing is...
We're talking to ourselves too. We have gone through our seasons of not taking shit.
Get your vitamins on board early.
Make it a habit.
Yep. Just automatically do it. I take mine. Now, this is one more tip for taking a vitamin. If the iron upsets your stomach.
Yes.
Happened to Mel. Happened to me.
Yeah.
Take it at night.
Yep.
By the time it hits your system, you're asleep.
And
it doesn't fucking matter.
For me, the main reason why it hit me is because I was taking it with no food.
Yes. Yeah, you definitely want to eat.
So you just need to have something in your system before you take it.
Correct.
And that was a big deal because I would just take all my pills in the morning and then I'm like, oh, I'm about to vomit.
Yeah.
I'm getting sweats.
Maybe I'm just like, that was the only one because I take a lot of meds.
You do take a lot of meds. Yeah.
So maybe it's just like, I don't really feel the effects.
You.
Yeah, it doesn't faze me anymore. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah.
You're an OG.
I am an OG. Yeah. That's right. I actually take less medication now.
That's part of the process. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, but just don't stop him.
Yeah, because Kelly did that too.
I did that too.
See, and that's why I say we're talking to ourselves. Because it's the same things that we've all fucking done.
Oh, yeah.
And we just don't want you to go 100%. Through, like, the hurt because of it.
Yes.
Like, I've had anxiety issues just because I stopped taking shit. Yep. Or I just forgot it at the pharmacist. Forget to go. Yeah, she's giving me the look.
Okay, because this is the thing, is we are together all day, every day. Basically. So, if she's not taking her meds, who gets the brunt of that? Me.
Yeah, it's Kelly
this
and
guy.
my child.
This guy right here. It's not fun, okay? So.
I'm not a terror. I just get very sassy.
Yeah, even she knows that's not true. Like, if you just saw her face, like, she knows that is a absolute lie. She is a terror. There are 2 times that she is a terror, period.
Yeah.
When she's off of her antidepressants.
Yeah.
Okay? We don't fuck with those 2.
Uh-uh.
The period has to happen. I get
Yeah,
that.
I'm a woman.
I'm nicer to her on that day.
Oh, and guys, a little tidbit about period. When you're on time like that, that means your body's healthy. I didn't know that for a long time.
Yeah, I am very unhealthy. I haven't had a period in 5 years, so we're still waiting for that to happen.
Well, that's because we think you have PCOS.
I'm pretty sure I have PCOS.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Like, that's the thing. And so ladies that have periods, if they're regular, right on time, that means that your body is very, very healthy. Because that means it's priming to have babies.
Make a baby, which, no.
That's why. But yeah, she's very kind to me on that because, like, that's the one I can't control. Yeah, I try to
I will be kind.
I will take deep breaths.
Yes.
I'm on it right now.
Yes.
So it's fun.
Yes. And when she cries, I just tell her to breathe.
And I just tell them, like, I feel like I could cry right now and there's no reason.
And there's tears, like, welling up. And I'm like, okay, just breathe.
Just breathe.
Breathe, please, because we need to record an episode and you can't be crying. So, yeah.
And speaking of liquid diets, I had my protein shake with it. So that way I got my protein in because that's one of the deals with anybody that's going through a cycle. You need lots of protein during that time frame to help your body, like, get what it needs while it's doing its thing.
Yep.
So
the last part of this that I do want everybody to hear me. If you are pre-op, if you're on your liquid diet, the question is always, will I ever enjoy food again?
The answer is
yes.
Yes, you will.
Yes, you will enjoy food again. It's just you're taking a hiatus to get your body healthy. And then if you want to have a piece of pasta later on, you can. If you want to have sushi, you can. You can still have those foods you enjoyed. I was under the impression that I was giving up these foods forever.
That's right. You had food funerals.
I did. All except for Cheddar's. A lot of people do. All except for Cheddar's, because it was across the country. We didn't go to Cheddar's when we were in St. Louis.
I don't even know what a Cheddar's is. So.
You heard me talk about Cheddar's?
Yeah, but, like, I've never been in one in my whole life.
I am so disappointed in my life choices. Oh my God.
Well, we'll go when we go back.
What the fuck?
What the other fuck?
My mind is like, where,
alone.
Like, what? I was in St. Louis. I did not go to Cheddar's. We've been to St. Louis twice and we haven't been to Cheddar's. What is going on? Okay.
There will be a third time. We'll get there.
Okay,
we'll
deep breaths.
But yes, the point is that you will still get to eat the things that you like to eat. It's just going to be in a different way.
Yep.
It's going to be smaller.
Yep.
And it's going to be fewer and far between.
Yeah.
Like, I had sushi last week.
Yeah.
And
it was really fun.
But from the last time I had sushi was a couple months.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what's interesting. What your brain does is that it looks at food differently now. Mm-hmm. Like once you get through that first few months, your brain's like,
definitely,
I can't even fit that in me. Why would I want to?
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh my God, that would hurt me.
Yeah.
Like you look when people bring out food for like the table, you're like, that would fucking like murder myself if I had that.
Yeah.
Because you'd be in the bathroom, things could get stuck in your throat. Like no.
Yep. Nope. I mean, now they bring me plates and I'm like, that's so much food.
Yep.
Like, why are we giving each other this much food?
It's kind of funny because I'm like, I start planning later. I'm like, oh, so this will be tonight for dinner. Like, I never, ever, like, if I order one thing, it's for, like, the rest of the day.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, or I order it for Chloe.
Oh, there you go.
Because she'll eat it.
She'll eat it. Because even yesterday, Dylan ordered me a sandwich.
Okay.
And I literally had half the sandwich when you were down here doing therapy.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And then I had the other half for dinner.
Nice.
And that's it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's just going to be different.
It's not going to be the same way you enjoy food now or before surgery, but you will be able to enjoy your food.
And remember, it's supposed to be like that. If we wanted it exactly the way it was prior to surgery,
that's true.
Then we would still be the weights that we were. We would still have the health problems that we had. We would still be like frustrated about how we looked and how we felt all day.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing that we can't go back and have all the things that we used to
We
have.
shouldn't go back.
We really shouldn't. We shouldn't have been eating the way that we were. Anyway, we just weren't taught right.
Yeah.
We didn't have tools.
I mean, my therapist said a great thing to me that I think all of you should hear is that you wouldn't drive a car looking in the rearview mirror.
No, you wouldn't.
But you will occasionally check yourself.
Yes.
So, don't drive your bariatric life looking in the rearview mirror.
Yep.
But check yourself.
I love that.
Yeah.
Ooh, David, good job.
I know. He's got these really good things, and I'm like, fuck, I do have a good therapist.
You do. You have a good one.
I really love him.
So.
I do. I have deep love for my therapist.
Deep love.
Yes.
And I would say...
in only a professional way. I should preface that.
Oh, yeah, you probably should.
Yeah, I'm not in love with my therapist. I just love that he is the right therapist for me.
Yeah. Did you know that's common, though?
What?
That, like, patients fall in love with their therapist.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because after a few years, like, of you sharing, like, you can start getting feelings because someone's listening to you and they're open. And,
I guess I could see that.
Because I talked to my therapist about it just because my person I'm talking
to.
Yeah.
Oh.
Had an issue about that.
That's funny.
And she said that they're actually trained to see signs of that.
Oh,
because it is common that even you can get attached because of like you watch this person go from like down in the dumps to now they're changing, they're growing, they're exciting, and so like you get to see it all, and so it's hard sometimes for therapist and patient to not blur lines. So it's just very
no
yeah.
No, I in the beginning with David, I of course told him what I do for a living and all of this stuff because it does play a part in why I was seeing him, right? And he actually, like, I think it was the second or third session with me, he was like, so I actually went and started listening to your podcast because I wanted to know, like, what you talk about.
Yeah.
Like just on the topic of it, right? And then he was like, and then I realized that I should be learning these things directly from you, not on your podcast.
Yeah.
So I stopped listening, but I do like what you guys do. And he was like, I wish I could listen, but I think it would be blurring the lines.
It'd be inappropriate.
Yeah. And so I do respect David for that in the beginning. At first I was like, why? I don't care if you listen. Like, but now, like with all the work we've done, I totally get it. Yeah.
I totally get it. And what we are trying to preface this with talking about therapy is that you should have a therapist during this process.
100%.
You're going to learn a lot about yourself. And I know I wish I had someone prior to my surgery to help me with breakdowns that were about to happen and afterwards, at least for that first year. I mean, I'm now an advocate for all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And that's because we've talked to so many therapists.
I don't like not seeing.
Right? Yeah, and most therapists say they need to see you in the good.
In the good and the bad.
Because they need to see, like, they can track it. They can see what's going on with you, what habits are forming. And it makes sense when they break it down like that.
Yeah.
So
for sure. I know exactly why I should have seen a therapist in the beginning.
Yeah.
And after my divorce. And I know Mel could pinpoint, like, she should have been seeing a therapist, but she wasn't seeing a therapist. But the mood changes.
It does.
The person changes when they're in therapy. So,
I mean, for me, it's calmer.
Do it.
I'm just calmer with people.
You're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few moments where you're a little...
Well, I know, that's just me. I think Kelly wants me to be like this chill, calm person forever.
No, I like it when you have high emotions.
I gotta have my little...
It's when you're like, barb straight to the heart. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go home.
I do that.
Yeah, she does.
She does. I do that to all
You've been
people,
trained.
though.
You've been trained to do that.
I have been trained to do that. Get them where it hurts.
Yeah.
Because people have been really mean to me.
Well, and she can do it to me because she knows I'm not going anywhere.
I know that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a fear also.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Like, my name's on all the businesses. Where am I going to go, Mel?
I know where you
Where?
live and sleep.
Yes. And I'm here all the time.
It's true.
That's true. All right.
All right, guys.
Well, we hope you enjoyed.
Swirly,
Yeah, we need to be done.
I need to eat.
Yeah, we're going to go get something to eat. We're going to create some content for you guys. So speaking of content, make sure that you are going
to our website.
To the website, oursleevelifepodcast.com. Sign up for the newsletter, get your merch, get your habit tracker, and then don't forget to become a patron. Patreon.com/OSLP. Period. There's no period at the end, though. It's just the new logo. Okay. All right. So we love you guys, and we will see you next time.
Bye.